I do want to talk about daring to dream now. There'll be youngsters listening to the programme tonight who may or may not have heard what Mary Wilson said this week. Mary Wilson, of course, she was 1/3 of the greatest girl group of all time, the Supremes. Certainly sold more records than anybody else, I'm pretty sure. Diana Ross, of course, was the lead singer. Mary Wilson was the pretty one, if you don't mind me saying so. And she came to this country and spoke at the Tricycle Theatre in London on, I think it was maybe it was Wednesday. And she said to the young girls who came as her guests to that theatre, you have to dare to dream. If you want to succeed, dare to dream. Do we dare to dream enough in this country? Do we dare to tell our children to dare to dream enough in this country? Give me a call, 0207 224 2000. Here to help us get to the bottom of that question is Jessica Huie, who you might know, an entrepreneur, businesswoman, founder of multicultural greeting card company Colourblind Cards, and also she runs Jessica Huie PR. Do you dare to dream? Did you dare to dream?
Absolutely. It's been a central ethos in my life and my approach to business and parenting and everyday life completely. What
is daring to dream, though? What does it mean to you?
Daring to dream is about aspiring, and I think my personal belief is that our role in life is to try and be the very best versions of ourselves and to stretch our capabilities and realise our potential in every area of our life. And certainly in my most challenging moments, it's my dreams that have kept me sane in many cases. And I think dreams are just so key because dreams create a sense of purpose in one's life. And a sense of purpose is what gets us up in the morning. And if you don't have that, then life can really be quite bleak.
Sinead Patrice Holmes is with us. She's a singer and actress. Even though Jessica's realised her dreams to a certain extent, how about you? Have you realised those dreams yet?
I would say I have huge ambitions and huge dreams in my career, especially. And I've only, I haven't even begun to accomplish those dreams, even though I'd say I'm successful for a young woman.
Do you dare to dream, though? Do you dare to
Definitely, every day. And I think most importantly, it's about turning them dreams into real goals and real ambitions in life. That's the most important thing.
We've got with us Teresa Mira as well on the phone. You're a makeup artist and founder of Incredible Brilliant Youth. Teresa, great to have you on the programme.
Hi, how are you?
Very well, thanks very much. What is Incredible Brilliant Youth organisation? What's that about?
So, Incredible Brilliant Youth is an organisation I set up in July 2012, and I'm a trained youth worker, makeup artist, and I decided to put the two together to run workshops on makeup, self-esteem, beauty, like confidence, education, employment, to kind of encourage young people in London and to help them to achieve their dreams and to know that they are incredible, they are brilliant, and they deserve the best in life.
And is that as a result of you daring to dream, or are you daring the young people that you're involved with to dream?
I dared myself to dream initially. I had to. And I wouldn't have been able to do it.
And what about the charges? The young people that you work with, do they dare to dream? How do you get them to dare to dream likewise?
The first thing that they have to realise, or anyone has to realise, you have to acknowledge the good things about you. So what I get them to do is I get them to write an I am list. So they will write down I am at the top of a piece of paper, and I encourage everyone to do this. And you have to write down at least 5 good things about yourself. Now, if I asked anyone anywhere, like in the young people I work with, I ask them in the room to say 5 bad things, they'll fill up the whole paper. But asking them to write 5 good things, it helps them to concentrate the mind on the great things that they can do and the great things that they are. And from there, you can work on your dream because you start to see all the good things that are within you that will help you to achieve it.
We need to find someone who dares to dream to be the second female prime minister in this country, the first black female prime minister in this country. Who dares to dream that? Kalia Ismain, good to have you with us.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thanks very much. You're dreaming of number 10?
Most definitely, yes.
You dare to dream of number 10?
Yeah, I do.
Have you lost your mind?
Well, a lot of people think that maybe I have, but as far as I'm concerned, I think if you don't dream big, then you're never really going to get anywhere.
So what's different about you, though? I mean, I'm sure you're not the only young woman who's dreaming of getting to number 10. However, it's a dream that most of us will think, okay, realistically, that's not going to happen. Let me just dream to try and achieve something within my means. What's different about you? Why do you dream to be Prime Minister?
Well, personally, I disagree with that. I think that people shouldn't think, realistically, that's not going to happen, because the way that our political system is anyway is the idea that anyone can be Prime Minister. You don't have to go to university. You don't have to have had a certain level of education or do a certain job. The idea is that anyone can be Prime Minister. And for me, I take that very seriously. I think that I can be Prime Minister. My next door neighbour can be Prime Minister. I just think that you have to believe that you can.
Jessica, what Killy is saying sounds like an American philosophy to me. This is what Americans do, isn't it? They dream that they can all become president. I don't know if it's a generational thing, but we had our dreams tempered slightly when I was growing up. And
I love the American approach to education. I love they're an enterprising nation, and I think Kelly's comments are absolutely key, spot on. Why focus on the reasons why not? This is what separates successful people from those that are not.
Because of the disappointment. You don't want your children to be disappointed, so you tell them dream realistically, don't you?
Yeah, I think our education system is geared up in the UK to think about when you leave school who you're going to work for. Security, stability. But actually, we do our kids a disservice when we encourage them not to think. Actually, what's your passion? I believe that you can ride life, or you can let life ride you, and what is it that you're going to get out of your journey, and what are you going to contribute? I think we should all be living our passion.
Yeah, I disagree. I don't think you should ever tell your children, just because you don't want them to feel disappointed, that they should dream realistically. A dream in itself is something that is almost sparked from your imagination. It's something that it's a fantasy. It's everything that you think you could possibly have. But
dreams come true, don't they?
Dreams do come true.
It's a fantasy.
Yeah, definitely does come true.
You're telling your children to fantasize about something that could possibly come true.
No, I would say you should tell your children to definitely imagine and use all of their imagination to dream about everything that they would love to achieve and put everything into achieving it.
What difference does that thinking make to your career? What you've just said, how does that make a difference in what you've achieved so far?
To my personal career, if I take my West End career, my musical theatre background, I've been told several times that, 5% of the people in my industry, singers, actors, dancers, only 5% of us work. I was told that it was a necessity to go to drama school, and private drama schools are £30,000 a year tuition, private fees. And I'm from a single parent background. I'm not, wealthy at all. And I never let them comments and them walls stop me. I always believed in myself, and self-belief in your dreams is absolute key. You have to, if you do have a dream that you need to achieve, you have to be willing to surpass all of your obstacles to be able to get there. Otherwise, you're not worthy of that dream.
Teresa, how has the philosophy helped you in what you've achieved so far? How has the philosophy that you live by of Daring to Dream helped you?
It's helped me to understand that there's nothing to fear in being vulnerable. There's nothing to necessarily fear in terms of putting yourself out there and wanting to be the change that you wish to see in the world. And I agree with what the other two ladies were saying in terms of the UK education system and how things work. Like, I used to work in a school, and I feel that schools that have really good pastoral care systems and pastoral care staff encourage their children a lot more to achieve. And there is nothing wrong with saying to a young person, as the women said on this show, dream big, go for it, you can do it. And yes, there may be disappointments, and yes, it may not work out, but at the end of it all, would you rather try it and be able to say, do you know what, I gave it a shot? Or would you rather sit back and say, I wish I could have done this, I could have done that? You can either sit with disappointment that you